Hey everybody, welcome to my art and cooking channel. I'm Cynthia Maynard, and today I have a cookbook sort of ranking for you if you're interested in fresh milled flour. I've been doing it for a couple years now, and now I exclusively do it because, for the most part, 99% of the time, because of some health issues in our family. So I thought I would show you from my bottom to the top that I use right now. And I'm going to start off with this one was a find on Amazon. And sometimes you never know with these cookbooks. So I thought maybe I'd do so fast flip throughs so you could see what's on the inside if you're interested in purchasing some of these that are not as popular as the other. This one is it's about that thick. It's got colored photos on the inside. It looks independently published to me, which is fine. I independently publish my novels, but it has some recipes that I've used that have been really tasty, and I brought them to things, and people have asked for the recipe that are not freshly milled flour people. So definitely a great book. It's got all this information. I'm kind of trying to show you how much, what a percentage of the book, all of that has information there, and then it gets to the recipes. So all sorts of things, especially if you're new to it. The recipes are great. You have a photo, you have the nutritional ingredient, the nutritional values, you have how long it takes, you have the yield, of course, some also some suggestions, instructions for storage, make ahead, and if something goes wrong, what to do about it. Those blueberry streusel bars are very, very tasty, as well as the cinnamon swirl coffee cake that I've made. So I've made a few. Here's some chocolate chip scones. It's got some great recipes in it, and then it has more stuff in the back about grains. Um, it is, I don't use it every day, but I think it's one that I go to for certain recipes I've found have been really tasty. The next toward the top of my list is this one from Sue Becker. I know you probably think this should be at the top. For me, it isn't. Although I have to say in the beginning, this was the first book that I purchased because, of course, you hear in the fresh milled flour community that this is the one. And I definitely have used it. It has lots of great information. I probably used it more for that than anything else. The first half of it really has quite a bit of information, as you can see here. And so if you are just getting into fresh milled flour, I recommend that you read through that and learn some things there, as well as online things there. But it's a good source of recipes. I did do the bread recipe in there just early on. But anyways, it's a good book. Buy it. This next one is not one that's super popular, and this is called Flour Power. And I sort of stumbled upon this one. I'm surprised that we don't see more people cooking from this online. I found it to be just a very fun and nice book. And the table of contents here, these two ladies are the contributors, or the authors rather. And again, they go through lots of great information, and they have really great recipes. They show you pictures of how things should look, if you're doing doing things well, and troubleshooting and all of that. And they've just got some great recipes, sort of substitutes for your own if you're not comfortable substituting your regular recipes for freshly milled flour. This has a nice array of sweet and savory bakes, pizza doughs, pastries. All sorts of things. These hot chocolate cookies are really good. This is one I've made repeatedly, and they store really well in the freezer. And of course, pies and all sorts of goodies. And I like this cookbook. I'm surprised we don't hear more about it. I will leave links below, by the way, to all of these so that you can get a hold of those if you would like. So this is next up on my most used freshly milled flour cookbook. Again, I highly recommend this one. It's got photos. It's got great information. It's a good purchase, good investment. And it's decently thick too. So like that. It's a good amount for your money. The next two are on I have ebooks too. So this first one is, I think it's just called Freshly Milled Flour. I was trying to find it and I accidentally swooped. And this one again is not a well-known one, but sorry for finding. Wanted to show you the cover. Fresh Milled Flour Cookbook. Not a creative title, but again, it's got lots of great recipes in there. I have made several, and I didn't make one that didn't work out, but I think that may have been me. And it was with einkorn, so yeah, you never know. But it's got some good ones in there, and I have made some of these on repeat. So again, I have just the ebook to this one, but they have a print copy as well if you prefer that. And yeah, that was really good. This recipe here, it's like a galette with mushrooms and cheese and with a pastry, savory pastry. Oh, it's really good. My family loved that. My kids were like, oh, they love mushrooms. Next one up on the list is most used is the grains and grit. Again, you might think this should be at the top, and for some things, it's got great recipes in there. And I think if you're a large family, this would be a bigger go-to. We love the chocolate chip cookies in here, and I particularly love the Jiffy Mix substitution. I make that. I grind my own corn and make the mix on her recipe, and then I store it in the freezer. And there are some recipes I like to make through the years that have Jiffy Mix, and I use that for that. So great resource. And this next one is a little hard to find. This is called Prairie Flower, and it's a beautiful book. It's really well done. It's hardcover. It is got lots of great information, watercolor paintings. Of course, the artist in me always appreciates the effort there, but it's got lots and lots of great things. It's got a section on sourdough. It's got the text is a little busy, but I think that's because there's just so much of it and they were trying to fit it in the pages. That's my guess. But the recipes are really good, and I've made some in here, and they are really high top-notch recipes. And so, and as someone who owns hundreds and hundreds of cookbooks, I know a good recipe from a bad recipe at this point in my life. But very easy to follow and very, very tasty. And again, it's got lots of information in the front and the back about troubleshooting and things like that. It's got a sourdough section, if I didn't say that already. Healthy chocolate cake. You gotta love that, right? Now for us, we use coconut sugar, and we don't use any cane sugar or seed oil. So I do even substitute more out of these cookbooks than what is already presented. So even with those further substitutions that I do, the recipes still work out really well. So I think you'll find that that you would like this if you can get a hold of it. I will try to get a link. I got it from some like Dutchman online store or something like that. It was just some out of the way place. This is my number one book that I go to. I have to say, Grains in Small Places, and she has a great YouTube channel. I have this. This is my favorite. It may not be everybody's. This is my favorite. I always use this pizza dough, and I always use the hamburger bun and hot dog dough. It turns out beautiful. It is a beautiful dough, and I actually pop it in the bread machine on my dough cycle, and it turns out really great. I've made these sub buns. I've made several things out of here, and it's just the one that I grab when I'm in a rush and I don't know if something's going to work or not, and I need to know that something's going to work. I feel like she has nailed a lot of her recipes really well. I've made these Hawaiian rolls when you want to do like those pans, with the innards, and then you brush them with butter. And so it's a great recipe for that. I make these all the time. Hot dog, hamburger buns. I just made them last night when we had hamburgers. It is my go-to hamburger recipe. It makes about 10, at least the size that I make. She also has a sourdough section in here, and also has a section where she dries the sourdough. I'm pointing here to this pizza dough. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I make this pizza dough all the time. It makes 2 pounds of pizza dough, and I just divide it in half, and I make either 2 large pizzas, or I make calzones, or all sorts of things. Let's see what else. Yeah, here's the sourdough section, and she goes step by step through there. Now I need to try. I need to make some sourdough for health reasons, and she's got these QR codes here that link to her videos. And I just need to stop being scared of it and just dive right in. If you've got any sourdough tips and tricks below to ward off the anxiety, leave those down below. That would be really helpful. I don't know why I'm so afraid of it. I made over 5,000 recipes in my life. Not sure. But these are my books that I use in the order from least used to the topmost. I hope that was helpful for you. Again, like, subscribe, share, do all the things. Store it in your Pinterest. That way you can go to it again if you need be. And I hope that was helpful for you to give a little look-see in those books. And I hope that you have a blessed day.